Good morning to one and all. I am Sudha, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of Computer Science from St.Joseph College of Arts and Science, Cuddalore. My subject, Open Source Technology, PHP. My topic, Working with Database. A overview of database concept and PHP integration. Introduction. This presentation covers the essential concept of database, the types, and how to work with them in PHP. With PHP, you can connect to and manipulate database. MySQL is the most popular database system used with PHP. Database basics. What is database? Database is an organizational collection of structured information or data typically stored electronically in a computer system. Database allows the user to store, modify, and extract the information efficiently and can be managed using database management system. Introduction. PHP is widely used for web development. Database stores the data that PHP can retrieve and manipulate the data. MySQL is a popular database choice with PHP. MySQL is a database system used on the web. MySQL is a database system that runs on the server. MySQL is an ideal for both the small and large applications. It is a very fast, reliable, and easy to use. Uses standard SQL. It compiles on a number of platforms. It is free to download and use. It is developed, distributed, and is supported by Oracle Corporation. MySQL is named after co-founder Monty Daughter. The data in a MySQL database are stored in table. Table is a collection of related data and it consists of number of rows and columns. Databases are useful for strong information category. A company may have the database with the following tables. Example, employee, product, customer, order, etc. This presentation covers the database connections, queries, and CRUD stands for create, read, update, and delete, the four basic operations used when working with the database in PHP. Types of database. Database can be categorized into various types such as relational database, which use tables to store the data, NoSQL database, which are designed for unstructured data, and cloud database, which are hosted on the cloud service for scalabilities and accessibilities. Database management system. Database management system are software application that interact with the user, other applications, and the database itself to capture and analyze the data. Database management system provide the tools need to create, read, and update and delete data in the database, ensuring data integrity, security, and accessibility. PHP and database. Connecting to a database. To connect a PHP database, developer typically use the extension like the MySQLi or PDO. Establishing a connection involving providing the database server, host name, username, and password. Host name is the root, username, and password. Host and username, password, and the database name. This connection allows the PHP script to communicate with the database to execute the queries. Executing queries. Once connected, PHP can execute a variety of SQL queries. Common operations including the select for retrieving the data, insert for adding a new records, update for modifying the existing record, and delete for removing the records. Queries can be executed using the function specific to the database extension being used. Connecting to MySQL. In database setup, first we create a database in the table MySQL. In SQL, creating database, create, read, update, and delete. In database name, we use the database name. Creating a table name as a user. ID, we initialize the primary key also. Varchar now, varchar, we initialize the varchar, email ID, unique ID, created the first step of database. Database connections. We connecting a database MySQLi or PDO to connect a MySQL database. Example, we using a PHP concept connection equal to MySQL connection. MySQLi, local host is in the name, username is in the root, password is in double quotes, database name, here we mentioned a database, If connection is a connected error, the connection failed. This is a concept of connection string. Echo connected successfully. Creating table. Example, SQL to create a table. SQL to create a table user initialize auto increment primary key. Name varchar, email ID varchar, connection query SQL. Inserting a data. We inserting a data, save user data in a PHP file. We using a post method or get method. Name, input type, email ID, button. In a conditions, we including a request method. We insert a query, SQL insert into a user, name, mail ID, values, name, example, mail ID, etc. In query, true or false, echo, new records are created successfully. This is an inserting query. Reading query, reading data, SQL to fetch the data, to read the data, to select the ID, name, email ID, form user, result connection query, SQL, while row, result fetch the associated, echo, row name. Updating a data, update a user set mail ID, where name equal to update, connection query, SQL. Deleting a data, delete from the user where the name equal to mentioned John, here mentioned John Dio. We deleted the record from the name. Connection query, SQL. Handling a result, after executing a query, handling the result is curical. For select query, PHP can fetch result using the various methods such as a fetch associate or fetch array, allowing the developers to process and display the data. It is important to handle the error gracefully and ensuring that resources are free after use. Fetch the data, retrieve and display the user data in a file. Updating data, we updating a data, edit the user in the updating data file. We updating the query. Conclusion. Understanding how to effectively work with the database in PHP is essential for modern web development. This involves connecting to the various database types, executing SQL queries, and processing the result efficiently. Thank you.